Hey guys, good morning. Well, afternoon. It's Michelle with Live Life Whimsically, and I just wanted to come on and have a little combo about festival this weekend while I fold some laundry. We just got home yesterday. I am so tired. Don't want to do any of it, but I'm gonna anyhow. So, um, what I wanted to talk about was what a good time I had first and foremost because that was super fun, and then I wanted to talk about um, the stupid people that showed up at Fest as well and how it just doesn't ever seem to change. So I'm gonna tell a story, and it's about these same people that I went to festival with this time. And I'm gonna tell you a story about how things went off the rails with them. Sorry, I'm opening up a package. And how years later, almost 6 actually, it's still a thing and we're still having problems over it. And how when you don't take personal responsibility for the shit that you pull, that this is the thing that happens, right? You're just gonna end up having all manner of shit continue to go on. So I did something really dumb. And I called somebody out for a behavior that was told to me, and I had no evidence that it had happened. I had no proof whatsoever that any of that was true. So walking around my room, it might get a little weird because I'm walking away from the computer. So, I heard a rumor about a person, and it was kind of a devastating thing. Um, I should have never. How the heck does this work? Um, should have never did what I did, but I did. And I shared the rumor, and I caused this person a lot of pain, but I figured out what I did, and I right away said something. I said something to somebody that was very close to the person, and I admitted what I did. So, I think I know what this is. So I did that, and it really didn't matter. I think that they were really mad, and rightfully so. I should have known that that was going to happen, and then it kind of did a riff in the time-space continuum, and people were really super duper upset with me, and rightfully so. I mean, so it caused where people were all fighting and yelling and screaming, and everyone was mad. And a bunch of us just stopped talking to each other for a really long time. And then another thing happened. I'm not sure what it was or how, but some of the people that I talked shit about actually got mad at each other. And this was years later, three or so years later. And so they reached out to me, said they were sorry about, how they treated me when it all happened. And I was like, well, that's cool. But you don't need to tell me that. You probably should tell that to my boyfriend at the time, who still is my boyfriend. But he was the one that was their friend, not me. And so I was like, well, I'm not the person that you need to do this with. So probably be a better idea if you talk to him. And so that they were like, oh yeah, you know, and blah blah this or whatever. And so this will be good for that. So they never did call my boyfriend. They never said what they needed to say. Sorry, I'm kind of like doing this shit, not really paying attention. I should be paying more attention. But anyway, they tried to apologize to me because they were mad at somebody else, you know. And then they were mad at this person, and then they wanted to be on my side or whatever the fuck, I don't know. So, but there was one guy in particular when all this shit went down that looked at me and said, he didn't say unalive, but he did say, I wished you don't exist. And I was like, wow, okay, you know. And then he blocked me, and then he moved away out of the state, and that was good. But then, he came back for this particular festival that we went to, and everybody was excited. Oh my gosh, blah blah blah, it's gonna be here. And I'm looking at my friend who's telling me, and I'm like, okay, well, how's that gonna work? You know, like, is he gonna be okay seeing me and shit? Like, what's happening? And my friend's like, well, why wouldn't he be okay with you? And then I told her what he said. And she said, oh, he never said that. I'm like, yo, don't tell me what I heard. You know, I know exactly what he said. And so I thought, you know, I knew she was going to go and say something to him about what I said. I knew that was coming. And, of course she did. And, he sees me at a festival, right? But he does not even try to say something to me at all. And I'm like, you know, like, wow. If one of my friends literally said the shit that this dude said about another one of my friends, I would be like, you know, this is what they said you said, man. So, how do you feel about that? Like, are you okay with somebody saying all that shit about you? And this is so weird. They sure, oh, these zip. So, he don't say anything. He just kind of gives me this fucking weird stink eye shit going on, man. I'm like, why? You know, like, what is it that I ever did to you, dude, except say something that I apologized for, and evidently all your other friends are fine with me. They don't mind, you know, talking to me and shit, but you got a problem. And so he just all weekend giving me stink eye, and I'm thinking, if any of my friends actually did that, like said awful things about my friends, or I heard that because I, you know, didn't know that happened or whatever, was somebody else's interpretation, blah blah, I would definitely be like looking at my friend going, you know, I think they got a bad you know, idea who you are. Maybe we need to say something about that, you know? But so I mean, I didn't think that she was gonna like tell him or anything to come talk to me or nothing like that. But I kind of hoped that, you know, things would be a little different, but anyway, they were not. And he just gave me stink. Didn't say hi, didn't say shit. Same thing with my boyfriend and him, and they known each other way longer, so it's not even like it's, you know, me. only. You're literally talking. This is your brother. At least that's what you called him at the time. And you're not talking to him. You know, like, what the fuck is that? And then like last time I was at this particular festival too, one of the other people was like, well, I just want you to know we can't really be friends because I'm friends with your boyfriend's ex-wife. Now, mind you, I became involved with him after they were broken up, like well after they were broken up. And so I'm like, what? I don't get it. Like, why? What is the deal? So now she don't talk at all to me at all. I don't know what the deal is there. So she's not talking to me. She's not talking to him. This other guy's there and he's acting like a fool. And all the while, the people that caused this shit, they ain't saying nothing, right? They're just acting like they don't know anything that's going on, which is really kind of maddening to me because you know what you did. You know what you caused. Yet you just keep letting that stuff happen, you know? Like, you don't even give a fuck that you caused all of this shit because you were just trying to cover your ass, which is really what happened, because the whole thing started because I saw the wife cause some bullshit. And at the same time, I opened my Yap and said something I shouldn't have. But I also looked at the wife and said, don't ever talk to me or treat me the way you treated this other person. She literally put hands on somebody. And I said, if you ever put your hands on me, we're going to have problems. You can't be just fucking putting your hands on people. And so I think I'm going to put that on the bottom. Put my shoes up there. So when I hit that girl up and I was like, okay, you know, you can't do that. Don't be fucking doing that because that's some shit right there. She, I knew, was not used to somebody saying that kind of crap to her. She thought she was just gonna always be able, like queen bee shit, you know, like she's the queen. So everybody kind of had to follow her directions and her orders and stuff. And so when I told that woman that don't do that with me. That shit's not gonna fly with me. I'm pretty sure that just caused major time flux there too, and it didn't help that me and her husband get along really super well. Like, he's my brother from another mother. I really do love this guy, and so now she's mad because I said what I did, and then she found a perfect opening with me fucking up and saying what I did about the other guy. So now all these years go by and everybody's mad. You know, the one dude tells me I should go off and die someplace because of my behavior, and the girl is happy because she's got control over what she's got going on. Her friend is happy because she's all back up in that circle of people too, because, you know, status is fucking everything. And I don't feel that way, you know, I just don't. I was having a good time. I said what I did. It was wrong. I apologized. They accepted my apology. This guy comes back for one festival and acts like a complete idiot. Can't even be nice. So the thing that I see, and when I told her what he did, and she's acting like she don't know what that all means, it makes me realize that there's still a lot of fear with this one woman. Everybody's afraid still. They're afraid of what their standing's going to be. And I'm just going to be here to tell you that I remember I came in well enough or long enough ago to remember when you wanted a seat at that table and there was no room. But now there's plenty of room. And so it's not all that in a bag of chips. And these people hurt people for fucking sport. And that's crap. I don't like that, and I don't like that somebody always has to be the target, and I don't like that people don't take responsibility for the shit that they pull, especially people that stand around and talk about how they're moving into these new spiritual areas of their lives and really, leveling up, so to speak. And that ain't what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing leveling up. I'm seeing the same old bullshit with the different target attached to it. My fucking skirt is all jacked in here and it's got a sand spur on it, so I gotta be careful. What the hell? Like, how does that happen when it goes in the washer and it just turns into a giant knotty thing? So anyway, I know it's boring. This is so boring. I don't even know why I did this. I guess I said all of that just to say it's not so bad to say you're sorry to people when you fuck up. It's just not. And it goes a long way in your credibility and in how other people see you, Like, they see you as somebody that's caring and makes mistakes like they do. So I don't know why it's so hard just to say you're sorry or look at your friends and say, even if you don't want to say you're sorry, that bitch could have just went up to her friend that said that shit about me and was like, we let it go. So can you let it go? Can you just be nice? No. We're not going to do any of that because then we look like an asshole because we are an asshole. We are a fucking piece of shit asshole who wants to show you all about their superpowers that they got now because they are, leveled up or whatever they think they are. I'm so tired, man. So tired of always having to get that little urge inside of me that says, okay, you can't treat people like that, Missy. And so you're going to have to say you're sorry. And then I do it and then no one does it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking say it just one time. Even if you want to say it to me, all this bitch has ever done is call me out for shit that supposedly I did years ago that I have no memory of. It doesn't sound like me at all. And not even give me any context in which I did it. Just to show me why we cannot be friends. Here's why we can't be friends. Because you did this terrible thing. And I don't remember none of it. I don't got no context for it. I don't have anything. I just got you telling me that I did it. Not even the person I did it to that offended you so much that I did it will even have a conversation with me about me doing that. So, and it's so out of character for me. So anyway, that's that. Just don't be a dick. I think that's what every religion pretty much teaches. Don't be a dick. And these people cannot get out of their own way to stop being one. I don't understand it. So don't be a dick. I'm going to go. And this has sucked, and I'm sorry.